You want to see me drink rum? Send me a topic.
Yes, people, what's good, and welcome to the first episode of Rum Reason. So I've got my friends Mac, and Jay sitting here, and
Hello, people.
yeah. So Rum Reason, what's Rum Reason, guys? So it's just literally a couple of mates from the Caribbean. Yeah, I'm St. Lucian. Mac, where you from?
Vinci, as usual.
And Jay.
Trini.
Yeah. So just a couple of mates just talking about, back home over a drink. So we're gonna talk about the drink. So I don't know if Jay or Matt want to pick up the drink, tell people what it is, read a little bit about where the drink's from, and we'll just tell people our what we think about the drink, and let the conversation evolve from there. So what we have today, Jay?
Right, today we have St. Lucian Distillers Chairman's Reserve.
Let the people see it. it, man.
Finest rum, St. Lucia rum, limited edition, original gold rum.
Yeah.
How much percentage in that?
Percentage 40% alcohol.
Okay.
70 CL,
Yeah.
It speaks Caribbean. You have little parrots there, very colorful. You have beautiful beaches. Then you have the peaks, St. Lucian peaks. So I'm
Perfect
looking
representation
forward.
of the
John
Caribbean.
Baptiste, looking forward to tasting this a little bit. You even have mangoes on the thing there.
Yeah, let the people see what the bottle looks like, man.
Yeah, man. Look.
Yeah.
See, people. So,
Okay.
just to let y'all know, we're not getting any commission off of this, so.
Yeah, but if Chairman's Reserve or Mr. Chairman's wants to pay us, to
Well, we
review it.
You know
we
how to
complain.
find us.
Yeah.
You know how to find us.
Yeah, it's not hard to find us now.
No.
No. It's not hard to find us at all.
Okay, cool. Right, so what's the first topic today? So Jay, you gonna pour the drinks like when me and Matt talk about the first
Yeah.
topic. Matt, what's the first topic we have on today, bro?
First topic on mine. So, well, I have a few topics, to be fair. No really in depth. Unsung heroes of the Caribbean. I think that is something we can touch on a little bit. Perhaps when the rum get a bit warm.
Yeah.
And tasting the islands. I think tasting the islands might be a key thing. I mean, we're just starting to, pour the rum, talk about the vibes in the Caribbean. So I think tasting the islands, probably my two topics. Today.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I just think we just sip the rum, see what happens, and then like take it from there, bro. But it's just one of them things. The Caribbean rum is so distinctive, and like there's such uniqueness to each island, and each island has their own little flavor. Now, Jay, what's the thing from Trinity? Like, what is your rum from Trinity?
Trini rum, boy.
Which one?
Which one? That thing? Angostura. That's like.
I thought that was bitters.
Yeah, Angostura bitters.
Is it?
Angosturas make Carib style.
Really?
Yeah, man. There's not just bitters in it.
That's why we learn something now, innit?
I didn't know that, bro.
Rum and everything, man. So they have plenty rum. They have award-winning rums, expensive rum. It's a rum that you need to respect it now. You can't guzzle it down. You can't be mixing it with Coke and whatever people is want to be disrespecting good rum now.
You guys, St. Vincent has that thing called Sunset, boy.
Sunset.
Or rocket fuel.
SSR and SLR. So the SSR, 85%. Which Charlie mentioned, rocket fuel. So they say you can fly a plane.
85%. I think you have to, when you sprain your knee or you have a head.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
think to sap your joints with, but
Boy,
you know what I mean?
when what was it? St. Lucia has, I think, is the highest thing I know is the oh god, I think it's not Bounty, Crystal Lime. I swear that's about like 85%. I remember when I lived in St. Lucia, we used to take a cap full of Crystal Lime, and put that in about a liter of Coke, and you could still taste how strong it was, bro. It's one of them ones, boy. It's one of them ones.
Strong business.
Yeah. So Mac, let's taste the rum. See what's good, bro. You got your drink?
Yes. Well, toast 31st.
Yeah, man. Respect, bless.
Can we reach over there? Send it virtually.
So blessings coming to you, brother. You know what I mean?
There you go. I'm gonna swirl it around a little bit.
This is perfect Caribbean flavors hitting your nose even before you hit your tongue.
Because some certain rums, I think you just have to let it breathe.
You have a nice aroma to
Let
it.
it breathe and it is changey flavor.
Oh, you know what? This kind of reminds me of pre-Carnival and that. Nice, isn't it? Recommendation? You recommend
yeah,
people?
Definitely, 100%, 100%.
Yeah.
That is something
But
I would happily sip.
It seems like a creeper. You have this nice little thing to it that you're gonna want to sip. You constantly want that little aroma ring your nose. You sip before you know it.
You can taste the sugar cane in that.
Yeah, man.
Definitely taste that. That's something I would, as I say, pre-carnival kind of drink now.
Mm.
You know, you're sitting down home, you're getting ready to go on a balance in a party or something, you sit down there with your friends and then you're just sipping some soca music playing, some pilau cooking in the background.
When is Caribbean Carnival for Trinidad? Is it
Trinidad,
summer?
no man, we in Carnival season right now. So
What, February?
yeah,
February.
sometimes some years it'll
Christ.
be early, some like in
So you change it.
it is defer every year now.
Okay.
So Carnival Friday
Yeah.
is next week Friday. Fantastic Friday
Yeah.
is next week Friday. And the Carnival Monday and the Tuesday is the 12th and the 13th of February.
I thought it was like one fixed thing during
Nah,
the
it
year.
is up and down. This fluctuated sometimes.
So in terms of tourism, how does that sort of like, how do you sell it in a sense,
Oh, they sell it well.
Naked girls. That's all they
Yeah.
have. Naked,
No,
naked people
when
around
when I say
shaking.
how you sell it, like like in Vince, we have Carnival end of June, first week in July. So that's sort of like known to everybody. So you can
Yeah.
fix a flight or whatever trip you want around
Yeah,
that time.
yeah.
So that's what I'm asking how.
So
how
well,
does
for
that
Trinity Carnival, it's always in either January or February. I could be
Okay.
wrong with the January part,
Yeah.
but it's always mainly February.
Mm.
So once you done play Carnival and then you go to church and get your ashes and
Hey.
to forgive your sins and all
Wow.
all that kind of
Before-
nonsense
before
people
you
will
sin,
do.
you know.
You know?
Before you sin.
Forgive before you sin.
You need to
Brother.
get rid of the old sins before you put on new ones.
New
You know what I
ones,
mean?
yeah,
So
yeah.
people they go and frolic in the streets and do and then go Ash Wednesday go in the church and say, Father, forgive me, and then
Okay,
put the ashes on
okay.
your face and then you're forgiven.
So
But
for
after-
you, what's the new one forgive? The rum or what's in?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know, yes.
Mm.
I can't really say.
Sin is a
When
sin.
he
So-
gets
so
there,
many-
he surveys the land to see, how can I
Survey
sin
the land.
today, boy? Yeah. Yeah, what is
Bro.
it? Yeah, one batty. Yeah, let's go for that one. And then, yeah.
Carnival and the whole is just is a sinful thing. You know, it's just the flesh all over.
We say
the place.
sinful. I would say it's a libation. Like you get there to kind of like let loose. But I'm 41. We 42 in a couple of months. Yeah, I went to Carnival once in my life.
Yeah.
Seriously, bro. Just like the crowds and people are there just pushing up on you and thing,
Yeah.
and then I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
but you don't always have to be inside the crowd. You could be on the sideline. You ever went Nottingham Carnival?
Never,
Bro,
never.
you should
I've
go there.
never been there. I've never been
Mac, nah, man.
there. Honestly, I've never been
Serious?
there. Yeah.
You never been to any one of them fete and them?
No. Since
What?
since here in UK, never been to any one of them carnival
just,
thing.
Just one of them
It
things,
just,
isn't it?
yeah, I don't know. It's for me, it's a different vibe. I think
Mm.
I'm accustomed to. Everything as a package. Temperature, the vibe,
Yeah.
the rum is there. All these things that are the Caribbean thing that I'm
Oh, yeah,
accustomed
yeah.
to. So coming here now, yes, you get to meet people. It's a dance. You hear the music, but it's not the carnival. It is a different
It's
festival.
a different vibe because the carnival over here is not like carnival backyard
Yeah.
back home.
You go every year, don't you? The carnival there.
Well, this last year was my third year. Yeah, but the Nottingham Carnival is not just soca. It have like on one corner you will get drum and bass, the next corner you will get hip hop. It have little sections around the place for everybody.
Just
you
like
know?
it's kind of like a melting pot.
It's a very inclusive thing.
Is
you
it?
know? It have different vibes all over the place. It's not just the wine, ram and jam and soca down the place. But that's the main thing. And then you might get some a rhythm section, some people beating drums in the street, and
Okay.
it's good vibes.
Yeah,
It's
man.
good vibes.
Yeah.
So what carnival like in St. Lucia?
Bro, if I tell you, like, Carnival in St. Lucia, yeah, it's one of them things where I think, if I can remember clearly, I mean, St. Lucia's might crucify me for this.
Yeah.
It goes like, you have like the Calypso kind of show,
Yeah.
the competition, and that when I was a youth, it used to be Calypso, then you have King of Calypso, then it has the Queen show.
Kings and Queens, I think.
That's it, yeah, then the parading of the bands and that, and
Yeah.
the best costume or best float kind of competition. And after that, then you see like the whole parade of everyone coming down and that. But it was mad because, bro, when I was younger, yeah, everyone used to have like long, not leotards, but them long leggings all covered up and that, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to go, when I go to St. Lucia and I see that carnival and that, I have to double take and I go like, start praying. But I was like, "Rah, look at all of that, boy. It's like nothing. I'm like, Jesus Christ. It's one of them things, bro. But yeah, it's fun, man. And that's an ism of the Caribbean. That's just, I think it's just amazing, so unique. Yeah, Mac, you mentioned something about heroes of the Caribbean. Is there any like carnival heroes, or is it like laureates you're talking about, really?
It's more of a historical context, the backdrop of development of some Caribbean islands. For instance, St. Vincent you have David Chatoué.
Who's that?
Joseph Chatoué, not David Chatoué. Joseph Chatoué. He was like the tribes of people who were living in the Caribbean just prior to having more blacks coming over. So you had the Caribs and
There's
Iraq.
the Black Caribs in that, innit?
Caribs, they
Caribs
are
and
Amerindians anyway, so they are the
Amerindians
brown
and
skin, the brown skin.
Right. Okay.
So, Chatoué was like the last Carib chief who sort of defended St. Vincent against imperialists.
Okay.
And he died, I don't want to be mentioning the wrong place, but yeah, there's a particular place in St. Vincent that he died, and they sort of used that as a memorial and that timing, so I remember as a child in school, we used to sort of, write poets and all these things and have skits around, this.
Is that Fort Charlotte? I think there's a place called Fort Charlotte I went to when I went out there. And
yeah, so Fort Charlotte is the place where the British sort of use as a way to defend the port. So if you go there now, you're gonna find old cannons where you used to have to light the ignition thing on top and then the cannonball. Yeah, so you're gonna find a lot of them out there.
Yeah.
So that's what Fort Charlotte basically is.
The same thing with like Trinidad. They have Fort George, and it literally overlooking the entire fort, the port now.
Yeah.
They're up high up on a hill, and they have one set of old cannons. That's still there, just by where they used to fire on the ships and this and that.
Yeah.
So it's still have a lot of historical pieces back home, that even the old houses and stuff like that.
Bro, listen, I was saying to Sam that if I was to come to like a lot of money, like an old time plantation house, that's what I'll have with a lot of modern amenities like AC, Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And on the outside, you see like it's a old time building.
Yeah,
Inside,
inside is more modern.
Yeah, but you still like St. Lucia, it's the same thing. I think it's dotted throughout the Caribbean. In fact, I know this. There's a lot of old forts. There's a place called Rodney Bay in St. Lucia, and it's Pigeon Island. Now, Pigeon Island is literally an island, but what happens when they were developing the north, all the rubble that they were using to develop the north, they used it to create a causeway from the island from St. Lucia to this little island. And there's a massive fort. And it was used by Admiral Rodney, believe it or not. And you could see Martinique, you can see all around proper, all around defense and that. And the things that they'll find there, bro, like they find like all swords, all cannons. My dad's got a piece of land somewhere in Castries. You can see there's an old fort, and up to this day you can still get, if you dig, like bits of metal, like little, what's them little pellets called, them balls you fire from the muskets.
Yes,
all of them things there, bro. The Caribbean is just littered with that. But what I'll say about the Caribbean is we have to kind of like really protect our heritage, because there's a lot of times people come through, they lay claim to our heritage or think they know about it, and then it leaves our islands and ends up other places. Now I'm not gonna say where, but it ends up other places.
We know. The world knows it anyway.
Talking about, we're not gonna say
The world
nothing
knows
about
it.
Well, there's who it was arguing in Trinidad for flying fish. It was Vinci.
Flying fish, Barbados.
Barbados.
Yeah.
Same with the flying fish.
Yeah. You don't want to fish in a plate with the eyes open.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, there's a myth around it. I'm not too sure.
Tell us about the myth.
I'm not sure, but it's what I heard. If you're with a lady, you're dating a lady or whatever it is, and she decides to cook fish for you, and that fish is in your plate, and it winks the eye for you, run.
What's happening?
I don't know. That's the thing with the flying fish. That's all I heard about the flying fish is that it has something to do with the eyes, and if the eyes is open, maybe it's like bad juju or whatever they call it.
Obia.
Same thing, but
Obia.
yeah, whatever they call it.
I got my
I think maybe we need to do
black belt in
some research around it though, and find out.
Do some research first, man. Let's see. When next time we go there, do some research.
Have a look at ask Uncle Google right now.
Hey?
Yeah, Uncle Google. If anybody,
I don't think Google is really gonna give that. That's more like a colloquial type of thing. It's the unspoken rule in a sense. So Google,
right.
Bro, I guarantee the Trinidad has some like folklores, and I think it used to be La Jablesse, where it talks about them. This is a thorn where half human, half goat.
Half human, half goat, and I think she does wear like a white dress kind of thing. I see them walking the street. Like these old country roads in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And they're kind of lure men into
Like a
places.
siren,
now.
innit? Yeah.
And they kind of bamboozle their head so they're in a trance. So by the time when they wake up out of the trance, they either falling down a precipice.
Bro, that's the same thing in
so-
St. Lucia, you know. That's exactly the same thing. But the thing is, I have a friend of mine, yeah. Anytime you mention La Jabless and it's a woman, say, yeah, bro, I'll bang it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's anything like, yeah, I'll bang it. You know, like when there's a thing, like, we call it cockma.
Yeah.
There's a thing like sleep paralysis. And they say, he said, like, his grandmother said to him, if it's usually a woman that sat on your chest preventing you from breathing.
Yeah.
All you have to do is just like, you know, try to flip her over and bang her. So he says anytime he gets sleep paralysis, he's trying to do that, but he can't.
Oh, jeez, oh, Lord.
Yeah. But them things are like really prevalent. It's just, like now, when you go back home, the new generation, they don't talk about them.
They
things,
know nothing
brother.
about Papa Boy and the Dwens and the Sukunya and all.
Nah,
They know.
them things like you gotta be born before, let me say, the 90s. So
Yeah.
you know, perhaps
80s,
you got about
90s.
5-6 years within the 90s to understand a little bit of something. Anything beyond that, you lost a little bit of a heritage and history about your own country there, because it's all about Google. Google was 1996 and everything just
Yeah.
Bro,
took over from there.
Google and what AI coming through now. What's the other one? Siri.
Siri.
I hate that woman, but it's Siri, man.
So
iPhones.
to be on all these smartphones, and I feel it making the younger generation them dunces.
Mate, it's making all of us dance.
Well,
Listen, smartphone is asking you to confirm that you're a human. How stupid can we be? We've all gone there, mate.
I am not a robot.
Yeah,
know what I mean?
confirming a robot. Well, I mean, we done. You can't get worse
I mean,
than that.
our generation, if all them satellites and them go down now, no
They
Wi-Fi,
cook,
no TikTok, no
They cook.
Facebook, we
Yeah,
will survive.
yeah.
You know,
We will survive.
I-
Our mental frame of mind will still be there and strong and thing. You know, the younger
used to say
generation
that.
now, they will crumble.
I used to say that to my kids. Like, I got about like 3 different ways to do one thing. You know, like let's say for instance,
This rum is knocking, but I just wanted to let people know.
sip it,
Nice.
bro.
I try my best
Sip
to
it.
sip it, man.
Sorry, man. Sorry.
Nah,
I
go ahead,
just
man.
had
Go
to
ahead.
say
Go
it,
ahead. I just had the same idea in my head when I made the last sip. There, I was like, boy, yeah, this is
Shit.
taking something. But yeah, you know, like, for instance, even washing clothes. You know, we use the washer.
Yeah,
In England,
yeah,
we use
yeah,
the
yeah.
washer. Home, you could either go to the river if you want. You wash your clothes in the
Yeah.
river. Or if you're washing at home, you have a sink in the back.
Yeah, joking
You know, and
board.
you have the little what you call it, like the washing bowl that would
Yeah,
probably be
joking-
made in
joking
the
board.
sink or made by wood. And that's where you wash your clothes. You know, you get some strength in the muscles
Yeah.
in your back and so on. So if I'm here and the washing machine it broke down, I ain't got a problem. I can still wash my clothes. I can put some detergent in the tub and still wash my clothes. You know what I mean?
Sense. That is common sense. 'Cause a lot of
Yeah,
them don't
but
have
then
common
now,
sense,
even my own
yeah.
kids, I have that knowledge. But my own kids now, if the washer broke down, they don't know what to do. So
No.
I was happy when we went home in December.
Yeah.
Because I was telling them all these things. I went home in December for them to actually see and understand what it's like being in St. Vincent, the difference in England, and appreciate what it's like in St. Vincent. So, you know, whether or not they like it, they like the experience, at some point in time, there's going to be some lesson or some experience that is going to stick to the back of their head to say, well, okay, now you've seen a different side of how things.
I remember I took my we went down for a trip in 2022, and it was a time like just after COVID, and it was just like a hustle for everything. With everything going up in price.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's worried about gas, electric. Everyone we were in St. Lucia, yeah. And I saw this lady. She had a corrugated steel, you know, them galvanized houses,
Yeah.
window full of galvanized, board holding it up, and she cooking on 3 rocks with wood underneath on 1 pot. I'm looking at, I'm thinking, your house is on candle. The land is a little piece of land, but you probably own that. Yeah, and then you just cooking your little, you know, ital and whatever in there, and
she
then
happy as-
and you happy, and I'm thinking, look at
happy.
me killing myself with two full-time jobs, you know, bro.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, and then when you check your bank account, you have more month than money. You get me? She just there doing it. And then my daughter said to me, you know what, Dad, I get it. I understand. I get it.
Simplicity.
Yeah.
Simplicity is the best way in
Simpleness.
life.
That's why when a lot of West Indian or Caribbean people come across here to work, they work. You know, they're not looking for handouts and
No,
this and that.
no,
They do
no.
their work because they know what it is not to have. They don't feel this sense of entitlement that a lot of people over here feel.
And I appreciate that comment you make. I said that to somebody a few days ago. I can't remember the exact conversation, but I said, you know, it's the people who struggle the most become successful people,
Yeah.
and the people who've never struggled, they end up struggling.
Yeah.
Because let's say you have a celebrity, and let's say Brad Pitt, one of them. They have their children. They are already rich. They don't need to ask for anything. It's
Yeah.
there.
It's an
Even
altruism kind of thing.
you know what I
yeah.
mean. See, it's already there. You don't need to want anything.
Yeah.
And life becomes what to you? Almost nothing to you. But a person who sleep on the hard, didn't have to eat, didn't have clothing, shelter over your head, all that type of security, and then you get yourself in a position where, you can actually get these things for yourself. You appreciate them, because you know to the fact that even though you don't have them,
Yeah.
you still know where you came from.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
True, but at the same time, we can't really these kids of celebrities. We can't really fault them as well. Because if they're born into that life, I mean, it's up to the parents.
It's about that perspective, isn't
It
it?
is
Yeah.
it's about that balance. So if me as a billionaire, millionaire, whatever, and I have kids, they will be born into that.
Yeah.
But it's my responsibility to teach them humility as well. Probably get them involved in some
Yeah.
kind of charity thing. Go to other places where you see how life is. It's not all about Porsche and the glim and the glitter and the razzle dazzle now.
Yeah.
It's not about the razzle dazzle, because some people, they've not even left England. They don't even know any place. When I first came over here and I said, I'm speaking to some people now. Where you from? Where you from? I like your accent. I'm from Trinidad.
Where?
One girl asked
Is
me if
it
I
close
take
to Jamaica?
Where?
no, one girl asked me if I take the bus to come here.
Ah, shit.
Brother, I watched this girl. I'm like, you know what? Conversation done. I gone.
Yeah.
I thought I'd say, what, the magic bus?
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's where you find the most ignorance in it. Is it people who don't travel most always have something to say about different places and different cultures and
Yeah, and
What-
as you
What
say,
was it like when
Charlie.
you first came here? Like when we first came, like landed in the UK, like just what was your experience of trying to assimilate into the culture? Now, there's certain topics we have to stay away from. Just tell me, like, what do you think? Like, it was just, I think it was the size of the houses that freaked me out.
I'll give you one, but
Yeah, go on.
Go on, go to.
right. So being back in St. Vincent, you hear about England and so on. You get to see like on BBC. That was like the main thing. BBC, when BBC showed the background, you see all these big buildings in the back. I'm like, okay, yep, come in England, you're gonna see some real sky-rise building and so on. Got from the airport, man, going towards the port right. Man, I'm looking for buildings. All I'm seeing is trees everywhere.
Bush.
Bush.
Pure bush.
Bush. I'm like,
Yeah, now.
okay, we're close to this bit where we're gonna see some buildings. And I think I sat on that ride for about hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. And then eventually the guy said, "Oh yeah, we're there." I'm like, but I never felt so disappointed in my life. Like I was looking for buildings, like I didn't see nothing. I was like,
But that's the thing. A lot of people, that's how they live their life. They only know what they see from on TV.
but that's
Yeah,
the thing. That was my number one thing. Started to understand, camera is what a person behind the camera, what they want you to see is what they will show
Exactly.
It's like that
not the bigger
perspective
picture.
again. When I first came up here, it was the size of like the houses, because in St. Lucia, you have space.
You have big,
Yeah.
you have big house.
You have big houses and
True.
gardens and stuff like that. And like when
Concrete.
when I was visiting people's houses, I was like, this is really small. And then when I was hearing the amount of money they paid
No
for
joke.
their house, I was like what?
No joke, bro.
Like,
Yeah.
really?
No joke.
It's
no
madness.
joke.
It's madness, because I mean, they, as I say, it's only what they see on TV. They know.
Yeah.
So people might still think that back in Trinidad or back in the Caribbean, people live in wood huts and this and
Which
mud
is
huts.
it is a shame. It is a
nonsense.
shame that really people die ignorant. It's heartbreaking sometimes when they listen to the ignorance from people. But
I
you
think
can't
people
help.
choose to be ignorant.
Yeah, yeah. Either they
choose.
choose
They
to
have-
be
you have
ignorant
to
or
choose
some of
to
them
be like
they just can't help.
Or they do it. Maybe they have.
Superiority complex.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
Superiority complex, and they probably know, but they probably just saying that to make you feel bad.
Yeah.
Because I work every Thursday. I work in a soup kitchen,
Yeah.
and one of the gentlemen and them, we were talking about something. I think Africa came up in the mix, and there was a lady that came in, and she was from Africa, and she sat down next to me and this and that, and we were talking about Africa, and he was like, Africa is the poorest place and this and that, and I look at the woman, and I could see she wanted to say something, I say, no, brother. Africa is not one of the poorest places.
No.
Africa is one of the
Richest
richest
places. If it was,
richest.
if Africa was so poor, how come the whole of the Western world coming to Africa for all the resources?
I tell you, listen.
You know what I mean? It's all
Bro.
about perspective because every time you see one of them pictures and that on Instagram and thing, you always see the same stereotypical picture of the little youth with the flies. I hate to
the
say
big belly and all
the
kind
big
of
belly and all of that. But when you, my brother, she's South African, yeah? And then she showed me pictures of places. I'm like, is that Dubai? She goes, no, that's South Africa.
It's true. It's true. Other countries have way more, and not just England, but many other countries.
Yeah, Trinidad have a pitch lake. Wales in the world have a pitch lake.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Wales in the world have a pitch lake, a natural pitch lake.
My mom visited the pitch lake. You can actually like use a stick and pull it out, innit?
Yeah,
But they export to the rest of the
Yeah.
world, innit?
yeah.
Yeah.
The majority of the world, all the asphalt and then come from
Yeah,
Trinidad.
we're getting Caribbean for the road.
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
road.
For St. Vincent, I mean.
Now, Matt, you into health and safety, that's your thing, yeah?
Yeah,
Let me ask you a
health
question.
and safety, man.
Yeah, blood. Yeah. When you
alright.
he walked into the room here because of the wires and that of the podcast. He was like,
We started pulling up already.
yeah, health and safety this, health and safety
Yeah,
that.
risk assessment, mate.
Well, I
Slip,
looked
chips,
at
and
Matt.
falls,
Yeah,
like
leave, just get out.
slip, chips, and falls.
You know what I mean?
Slip, trips and falls.
So let me ask you guys, growing up in the Caribbean, tell me about health and safety around
Brother,
Health and what?
playground
Health and what?
apparatus at school.
health and
Health and what?
Bro, I remember, I was saying to that to Jay, yeah, Mom, Dad, I love you, yeah, you did an amazing job. But my preschool was above a rum shop,
Yeah.
a pub.
Yeah.
Now, every 12 o'clock, you could hear the farmers come through to get their shot of 100% proof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With water to wash it down, and you can smell the cigarettes. And them cigarettes smell like burned breadfruit leaf, boy. And there's the kids and that there, 3 or 4 year olds running around in a pub downstairs. And my infant school, yeah, there was a breadfruit tree outside as a playing part of it. So there was a playground and a breadfruit tree. And every like week, he fell down, probably broke his arm.
Hey.
Continue drinking their coffee. Yeah. And the kids used to come in there with their arm and hanging
Yeah,
and take
yeah.
them to the health center. And just a normal thing.
Yeah.
The ground, you see like here, there's all like rubbery bits that's nice and soft.
Yeah.
Concrete, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
You didn't really have much health and safety growing up.
Health
as
and
youth.
safety.
You didn't have no big set of health and safety.
But listen, even right now, I'm struggling to come across with people in leadership down there. When I say leadership, like high government level and the rest of it in terms of health and safety. Like,
Yeah.
listen,
Yeah, what exactly is that? You just go with the flow. It's like was it lifeguard and thing like that. There's two things. Mom, can I go to the sea? No.
No.
Or yes, you can go, but if you go, it's on you.
Yeah.
yeah,
It was simple as that. I live like 5 minutes from the ocean. You could see the ocean from where I live. Dad, can I go to the sea? No.
no,
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that?
You might go to the sea and ain't come back.
yeah.
Because
Listen,
you're in some kind of nonsense.
if you go in a tree, and you fall out the tree, and you break some part of you,
That is your problem.
listen, you gotta make your own assessment if you wanna go back there or not.
Exactly.
But the problem is now, when you see your friends up there and you're on the bottom with your cast, whether on the leg or your hand, and you see your friends up there, now something is telling you that, hey, listen, this is something that needs to be done. So, are you gonna stay in the ground or are you going back up
You're
again?
going back up there.
You're going back up again.
You're going back up, but you would tackle the tree differently now.
Differently,
learn,
you learn.
You would learn.
You learn.
So
There
you
is
might
no
have
need
to
for
break
helmet.
2 hands and 2 legs to learn
There is
how
no
to
need
climb
for
that
helmet.
Helmet what? What helmet?
No need for helmet, bro.
You know, I was saying my brother Sean, when he learned how to ride, there was a hill. It's not like the smooth roads you have there.
Yeah.
There was a hill, and the hill was like grit.
tree. Yeah.
His uncle just put him to the top of the hill, put him on his back, and just went, there you
Go.
go. Learn. You can
And
see
bricks?
no breaks, nothing, boy. Just
Boy.
go down the hill, boy. And then,
Movement, bro.
like, for the 4th time, I could ride his bike, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he called, yeah.
Come like chucking somebody you could swim. No, you
Yeah,
can't swim.
just put it
Give
in.
me the
Go
water and swim.
In the water,
Go in the
you
water.
could,
Learn,
innit?
learn how to swim.
But I swear, listen, Caribbean parents are the best. Nobody in this world.
say that,
I
yeah.
guess in some parts, maybe in Africa or wherever. But listen, when compared to here in UK, you can't cast Caribbean parents.
Nah,
listen,
boy.
And
You're
all of
mad.
Listen,
us
bro.
got Caribbean partners,
listen,
kids, man. All of us.
they just need to watch you funny, you know, and you get the score, you know.
That's it. They didn't have to say plenty
Nah.
words, you know. You
And
didn't
it
have
be-
to say much.
Anytime you hear your Caribbean mother or father decide to put their hand on you, you know you mess up.
That's it.
But you get in something.
Yeah.
And they used to confuse you as well, you know. They used to slap you and say, why are you crying?
Yeah.
Like, what?
What are you crying for?
We cry for
Like, what?
I'll give something to cry for. You know?
when you get that now, you shut up, you know.
And the next thing too, if you ain't crying, they will say, you ain't crying?
No.
And
Yeah.
they will say something.
And you get something, what you crying for?
You're not crying? You
What
crying?
to do?
Why you crying? Oh gosh, you confusing me, man. Oh gosh, what
Yeah.
you want? You want me to cry or you want me to cry? Talk to me.
Let me ask you a question. Like when you used to see your little brethren next door, so you used to get beat, you used to like laugh.
Yeah.
And then, until you get yours.
Until you get yours, and then you start laughing.
And then you vex with him.
Yeah. Oh god.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it was the belt in it. The belt.
I used to do all kind of things. Belt, slipper, clothes.
Or anything, anything
One
that
of
can
those
connect.
close in it.
Anything that can
Switch.
connect.
Anything.
Yeah. And you know the funny thing is, when they tell you, oh, go and bring the belt for me. What?
Imagine
Can't
that,
find
huh?
it.
That's psychological.
Like,
Go and
madness.
get the thing that I'm gonna
Bruh.
F you up with. You're like,
Listen.
That is madness.
yeah.
Go secondary school. When we have exams.
Mm.
And you know, you school give holiday, you get all the test report and everything. My dad, he was a police, you know, so he come home and, you know, my mom will talk to him, you know, give him scores, whatever, how. And then early in the morning, I remember this normally used to be like a Saturday morning, you know, because school closed on Friday and everything. And then, you know, he's working, so he come home Friday night. Then Saturday morning, we'll be in the room, and then all you hear this voice, young fellas. I'm like, oh shit.
Sound like a police.
Yeah,
police
yeah,
voice, that
young
voice.
young fellas. I'm like, oh shit, what's up? Bring those reports to me.
What do you call you? Young fellas.
Young
Yeah.
fellas.
As him, he said, young fellas. I'm like, ooh, you study?
That sound like a police call.
Bring,
Yeah.
bring those reports to me. I'm like, oh shit. So me now, at the time, I mean, I was alright in school. I was alright in school, you know, good. My brother sometimes he used to struggle. Yeah. So when you hear young fellas bring their report for me, I may know my ass is good.
You good?
I got my papers together. Over. Here you go, daddy. Scroll through, yeah, good. My brother he's looking for his papers now. Yeah. That. Why? Young fella, daddy. I can't find this, I can't find it. What do you mean I can't find it? Why you can't find it? I don't know. But listen, you just got your paper yesterday. What do you mean you can't find it?
Yeah.
Bro, I had no excuse. My mom taught at the school I used to go all my exams were. So whole primary school, my mom was there, boy. So before even land in my hand,
She don't know.
she already know everything.
Ah.
What was
She
that?
don't know. I
Yeah.
make a mistake one day. I make a mistake,
Mm.
and I change the result.
You didn't do that.
Oh,
you didn't do that.
tell us,
You
tell us,
didn't
tell
do
us,
that.
tell us, tell us.
Bro, I change the results
Uh-huh.
on my report book.
What was it? A B to an A or something like
I
that?
think I'll get F or something.
Ooh.
And F change it to a
And
B.
it turned into a B.
I'll change it to a
Jesus.
B. Change the F to a B now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I had to kind of rub it a little bit. So I gave my mother and my father. I think it was in the afternoon.
This
or
have to be
something.
sweet.
In the
This have to
afternoon,
be
Some
sweet.
visual of this, you know. Go on.
Yeah.
In the afternoon or some kind of get them, and he's like, "Oh, well done, Joe." Like, yes,
Think you get away with it?
get away with that, boy.
Mm.
Next morning, my mother said she picked up the report book, and she said decide to look through it and like properly look at it.
Yeah,
now,
that
because the
can't
first
be a
thing
B.
She would just look at the final grade.
That can be a B.
She just look at the final grade and started to look at the comments and this and that and like, all I hear is Jonathan.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, mommy, come,
Talk to me.
talk to me. What's this? How you could be feeling this? What's these things don't match up to this grade?
Yeah. I will get a
And then my
B.
father come.
See, like, yeah, no.
Come. What was this?
Mm.
And then they look by the grades on the CD. You change this? Like, no, mommy.
Mm-mm.
Go and get that belt.
Mm-mm. Did you find the belt? Did you find it?
Boy, it take about 10 minutes to find that belt,
Yeah.
yes? That made it even worse.
Boy.
Say, you have more, again, like, say, you have more tricks than a bloody monkey.
But listen, you know how much belt I cut? Go and look for the belt. I cut the belt in half. I bring half for you, yeah? I don't want the whole thing. No, that whole thing?
But we just want listeners to know, like in the Caribbean, I think that was a good part of discipline because action, consequence.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And like it prevented a lot of us from ending up in prison, prevented a lot of us from
real.
like having criminal records because yeah, it's a little whoop on the backside,
Does
but
it?
you know if the law gets you, it's gonna be 10 times worse.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. So, but we knew when we left home, yeah. Ever had this conversation with your mom? When we go to the store, don't ask for anything. If you see something, close your eyes. If you fall over, if you fall over, that's your problem. But I don't have money to buy this. Proper conversation with you, you know.
Yeah.
So when you go to the store, you know this is the line.
Now you know it.
Yeah,
You know she done set the rules, set the boundaries. So you know your part to play. You go out, you have to be seen and not heard. You know what I mean? If she decides to buy something for you, she decides to buy something.
Yeah, and say thank you, and that's it.
But kids these days, they
And I
didn't
think,
really have that kind of respect.
yeah, true. I think even as you become an adult and you look back, you tend to appreciate still. Yeah, a bit of a whooping, but you tend to appreciate still that, you see where your parents were coming from. They were setting you up for society,
yeah.
not to be a failure in society. They were setting you up for society, and also to be a resilient person.
Yeah.
Not somebody to
A
always
contributing member of society, man. Yeah.
not somebody to be complaining and moaning. Oh, don't have this and don't have that.
this, don't have
You know what I mean?
Bro, let me ask. All right, look at this. Yeah, I don't know about you, Jay. I know Trini was like up there. You had like 6-7 channels and thing. One channel when I was growing up, HTS, Helen Television System.
HGS it was.
Yeah, HTS, bro. What's St. Vincent now? St. Vincent Television System.
SVGTV.
What the hell? You see that? Yeah. Yeah. But it was one in it.
Yeah.
And then come like 12 o'clock and just cut it off, and you should just see that
Grainy little bits.
bro. We should
I used to see the color, the
Yeah.
color lines coming down.
just like the Doppler. But then we used to play the national anthem, the flag flying, and then TV just go and dead till
Every
about
morning, same
yeah
thing, every
till about
morning.
8 in the morning or 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
It will come back on. The first thing, news.
Yeah.
And then when you come home, you have like 3:30 to 4:30 cartoons, and then from that, news or some like Young and Restless or Bold and Beautiful.
Bold and
something like
Beautiful.
Barbara
And Another Life.
Yeah. And them kids there now, like they have Amazon, you have Netflix, you have
Too much.
too
things.
much. And then
much.
my
And they
daughter,
get bored,
you know what I mean? And my daughter will come in and she'll be like, "Oh, Dad, I've got nothing to watch." I'm like, like what? Like, really?
We growing up, we had
Really?
about 2 or 3 channels.
Yeah,
You have about 100.
And you can play, you have nothing
and
to
you got
watch.
nothing
You know
to
what I
watch.
mean?
Man, it's about.
But the thing is, we used to go outside, when
Yeah,
you come
yeah.
home from
That's the
school.
thing.
It's one channel, but for me, I didn't really. Yes, cartoon was on, but I didn't have the luxury of sitting down in the house and watch cartoon. You mad? No, listen, bro. Look, come in there and turn that off. Listen, go outside and find something to do, whether sweep in the yard or something. So I go do that quick. I'm off.
Yeah.
Find some friends somewhere about and get my ass dirty until when
Different-
6 o'clock, isn't it?
A
Yeah.
different generation these days, man.
Information.
Yeah, as a youth, like you said, like we're always outside doing something.
Yeah.
People say, "Oh yeah, this sounds bad," but when during summer months it was like mango and sop and all them fruits were in season. Like when my grandmother and mom used to cook, I never used to eat food. We'll just pure ital. If I'm hungry in the morning, just take 2 oranges, boom, next. Then my brethren used to have his mom used to have a stone oven. He used to always bring bread and thing. Put some banana and bread, you're good to go.
Yeah.
That's you for the whole day.
Exactly. No big sister cooking.
Yeah.
Sometimes on Saturday you go next to the butcher.
Oh yeah.
So they're cutting off little piece and put them on the fire and roast them. And obviously you're a kid there. They're not gonna leave you there, innit? They just cut off something and give you there.
Man.
Whether some skin, a piece of meat or whatever. And that's you. You cut that up, put that in some salt and pepper. Everybody good. You back with play. Energy like hell.
I ain't gonna lie, if I could go back to my childhood days, I would. In the blink of an eye, I would.
Yeah.
I would go back to my childhood days.
I
It's
wouldn't-
so much simpler.
I wouldn't go
Can
there,
you
boy.
cook, bro? Can you cook? You can cook it.
Yeah, man.
You can cook it, man.
Oh yeah.
All Caribbean man could cook.
If you can't cook and you come from Caribbean, you should go jail.
I think the only Caribbean man that can cook without seasoning is my dad, boy.
Yeah?
Man, done a whole dumpling thing, pork, everything in there. You know the pork, do you, man? Yeah, we'll speak about that. I got a joke for you about it, man. But anyway, yeah, whole thing, and I said, Dad, it doesn't taste any. Oh shit, I forgot the salt. I'm like, really? So we're by the beach, Mac. You know them skewers you can get, yeah? They're grilling that, and so his wife was there. So I seen Mac eating the skewers and that. I'm like,
Wait, I don't eat pork, yeah.
this brother he doesn't eat pork. So I'm like,
I don't eat pork.
Mac, you enjoying that? He goes, yeah. I'm like, have another one. I had another one.
Tastes nice.
Tastes nice. About 5 minutes later, I gave him another one. I said, Mac, you know that's pork, yeah? You should have seen his face.
Yeah, listen.
You should have seen his face.
He vexy like it so much.
Yeah, boy. I was like,
He
you see
vexy
that?
like it so much.
But listen. The first one I ate, I was like, fucking hell, man, this thing has some flavor to it. Carried on that. He's watching me. I'm going with my bears, I'm chatting shit, and then going back for another one. You know what I have? The other one, he's like, have another one, man. Have another one.
Man. Eat that pig.
When I finish the other one, he's there killing himself laughing. I'm like, what's up? And he's like, it's pork eating. I'm like, oh, fuck.
But his wife was folded over. She was laughing at him, boy. I was like,
Oh,
you see
man,
that?
it's fucking hell. Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
in the name of fun, innit?
Yeah, no, man. But Caribbean,
Of course,
bro.
it didn't kill it.
Yeah, man.
But as you say, so I wouldn't go back to childhood years. Maybe teenage years, not childhood years. Mate, I ain't going back to the ass whooping shit. No.
Hey, you think that's why all like Caribbean like little boys and that they're good at running when they turn a certain age? Every all my brothers were sprinters and all them just get their ass whooped, you know. They were quick.
You have to be quick. You must be quick when that bell coming behind your back.
My running exercise was when I go into the shop. Yeah, my grandmother say, hey, come go to the shop.
How far was the shop, man?
About maybe from here to say Tesco's or something.
About
Not
what,
far.
100 meters, if that.
Maybe. But the thing is, when you hear come and go to the shop, that's not something you happily, want to do because you want to play. You want to go and play with your guys. So she say, oh, come and go to the shop. Like, oh God, I need to go to the shop. Right. Get there, come back. Here's your stuff. I'm going again.
Yeah.
So yeah, you leg it and you come back.
Did your grandmother ever do things like that, or your mum ever do things like that? Like, Ryan or Jay or whoever it was, come get me some water, and you pull up, and she sat right next to the fucking fridge. Bro, my grandma used to call me. I used to be like, I used to ride my bike around the village and that. She'd tell someone to tell me that she wants to come home.
She just want to see you there.
Yeah, so I come home and that. Could you get me some water? I'm like, you're right next to the fridge.
Right next to the fridge.
Disrupt my days.
You know what I mean? Yeah, blood.
Teachers can't touch kids in school
Nah,
now. You
bro,
go
you
jail,
can't do anything
bro.
to them.
Nothing now, but
Listen, you know how much times, school starts at 9 o'clock. You get assembly and so on. You get there, anything after that bell for assembly, head teacher say, hey, you go one side. Assembly there, everybody we used to line up. I don't know about you, but we used to line up outside in the
Same man.
Line up boys there and girls there, and they say, see you there? You go this way, you late. You go this way, you late. And then assembly finish. You take part in the assembly, but in the late crew. After assembly, they get the biggest man in the school. Biggest teacher, strong teacher. Come with the leather strap. Hoop in your hand. Wah!
strap.
5 are the very best,
We never used
And
to
anytime you
strap,
miss one, you double up. Because you're supposed to get 5. It's one hand here. Pa! You get that next one. Pa! You do that and you figure out, boy, listen, the first one I get that I ain't even gone yet. Let me cool that off for a bit and you pull back your hand.
We used to get.
You double that up so you're getting 6.
Our teachers used to get a piece of cane and wrap it in duct tape.
Oh.
Wrap it in duct
Oh,
tape.
I would
One
just-
of them used to put it in the freezer overnight.
Jesus.
Wickedness.
Listen,
Hey.
I was just telling the rest of the world like how Caribbean like discipline was just like
On a different
It's
level,
a
bro.
different level.
It's a different level. You
Why?
can't disrespect Caribbean parents, man. If you send some English children down to the Caribbean now,
Boy, trouble.
and they wanna cuss you and I know parents, I know children cussing their parents, left, right, and center. Yeah, they do something, they're screaming behind them and cussing them, I take God out of my thoughts and do that to my
Boy, you're mad.
parents.
Wait.
You're
You
mad.
must be mad. Me? No,
Mate.
brother, I like my life. Children these days, they
And the thing is as well, G, like when you used to like have a quick or slip one in there when you can back chat them. Before you finish the sentence, all you
Listen.
see is just a hand coming through.
Lightning.
Like, slow motion.
Matrix.
Lightning
around
and
for a
thunder,
while.
brother.
My grandmother used to she used to ask me questions and I have to think about the answer. She used to say to me, what did I say to you? I'm like, what? What did I say to you? I'm like, when? Just now. Go and do it. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then when my mum comes home.
Gaslight.
When my mum comes home, I asked him to do something and he didn't do it. What's she talking about? Why you disrespecting your grandmother?
Problems with
I'll
your
tell your
ass.
dad. And then, oh God, he said, I was like, what are you guys talking about? Yeah, you had to move your shoes from the door.
Could have just say that.
Just tell me then, innit? Yeah,
Problems. I had a story for you guys, in Kenya.
Oh,
Are you ready
yeah,
for this one?
When Casper touched you.
Casper. Let me have a sip for this one, yeah? Anyway,
Shut
right.
up, boy.
So back in Kenya now. So we traveled as 3 separate groups. So you have the advanced party who sort of go and, make all the preparations and everything.
Preparation.
And then you have the main body, bulk of everybody going in, and you have the rear party, close down everything behind. So I was part of the rear party. And, everybody traveled like a day or 2 up front. So it was me, Noel, Prescott, Scotty, a guy named Scotty, an English guy. So again, just for context, me, Vincentian, Noel, Vincentian, Prescott, Lucian, Scotty, an English guy, Painter, an English guy, and somebody from Nepalese. I can't remember a guy from Nepal. So we quite
G, oh, it's girl, boy.
Gurung.
maybe I don't I can't remember, but somebody. So as we travel, we get to this place called Turaco Farm. So wherever the main body sleep that night, the next day we're gonna be sleeping there. So we get to this place called Turaco Farm, and it was, mate, you can't see any light anywhere. The only light you can see is the next man's head torch, or perhaps yours if you take it off.
There's where the area where the roads change and the houses sparse out a bit more. So
you're out, yeah, and,
you're out in the sticks.
and
Alright.
you're out so far that there's no GPS for mobile phones.
All right, fair.
So that's how far you got.
All right.
Listen, I swear that somebody had all the time in the world to aim with whether it's a broomstick or whatever it was, and just mark a spot in my ribs. And let their finger mark this spot.
Yeah.
And just aim that properly. Bah! With all the force in my ribs. I woke up and like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Boy, I look around. My muzzlenet is in one piece, no hole in there. I was like, okay, that's a start. Right?
Jumbie.
My BV bag.
Pure
okay.
jumbie.
My BV bag is okay. I'm checking my shirt like, okay, I'm not bleeding. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Put my light on, I'm looking wrong in the tent.
The spirits.
There's nobody in there.
Spirits.
I'm like, what the cross is?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm feeling like, is that cramps or something? That's not cramp, but I like that area there, nowhere else.
Somebody hit you
I
there.
was like, what the
Well, enjoy spirits there, buy spirits.
Listen,
Where?
Because a place a serious place, you know
tell
that.
you.
Serious place.
I go back to sleep. And then while I was going back to sleep, or trying to go back to sleep, somebody making noise again, like, dude, fuck off, man. I can hear one of the other guys, dude, fuck off, man. I was like, what the fuck's going on? So, as the day go on, we get one of the locals. And I approach him and say, well, like, listen, this is the case. This is what happened last night. Any ideas? Man, look at me and start laughing. I mean, now being a bit, pissed, like, you laughing about? What's funny? He said, look around you. I was like, okay, what? He said, this is a Maasai warrior burial ground.
Bro, oh my god. Yes.
no way.
I froze, brother man. I was like,
So listen.
say that again. He said, listen, this is a Maasai warrior burial ground. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Maasai warriors carry spade.
Yeah.
And I felt the shit in my side.
I'm gonna choke you in your side.
Brother,
and
man.
Take that. You're sleeping on my
I
bed.
said,
boy.
what? The man said, yeah.
In your right mind, you go and sleep in a cemetery? Normal. You
and
choose
funny
to go
enough,
sleep in a
What the
cemetery?
follow money in the world, boy?
Funny enough, end up spending the night with Maasai warriors.
Yeah, what are they
After-
like? What are they like out there, man? When you
Man,
spend
the
it?
Maasai warriors, like, listen, they're the best people.
They're taller than you, innit?
They make me look short
You
and
look-
uncomfortable. They make me feel
You
uncomfortable
look,
short.
you look kind of massa, still.
You could be,
Nah,
You could be,
Listen, I'll be one of them that they bully around and say, you little short crotch shit. Honestly. Because they're
Good thing you
tall.
wasn't sleeping on your belly.
Mini Maasai warrior.
Good thing you wasn't
they're
sleeping on your
tall.
belly.
They're tall. They're friendly. They're good people. And shit me, like, they have some skills. Like, I don't know if you ever seen them on YouTube. Like, they can jump shitting high without any effort.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
just
jump-
wonder if it's camera tricks or
Boy, they jump high
what it
without
is,
any
boy.
effort.
But that
I
man
have pictures
jumping
on my
like-
phone. I have pictures on my phone what I took with them.
Yeah, send it out so I can put on there for
Yeah,
people to
will
see,
do.
man.
That night we kill a goat.
Mm.
Yeah, and eat, and yeah, the way how they cook up the goat and everything, you look at it like, from the Caribbean, you want to take it and we onion, we all sorts, and
Yeah.
they're different. And boy, you eat that, you're like, shit.
Nice.
Lesson learned.
True.
Yeah, and they're good people. Good people. You feel safe with them, especially, knowing that that's their domain. You don't need no weapons and no night vision, and you don't need all that. You're safe with them. They can tell you, hey, listen there. They can tell you what's coming. Whether it's a monkey or whatever, they can tell you what it is.
Yeah, them
They
man
know
and
that
them
stuff.
in tune with the environment. You know? They don't need no night vision, and when nighttime fall, and they open
know.
their eyes, their eyes are the night vision. You know?
So guys, for the next episode, what we doing? What we talking about? What rum you think we should try?
Sunset. Get some sunset.
Oh God.
You got sunset
I
there.
got some sunset at home.
Yeah, bring it, man. We'll check it out. Man.
Sunset. I got to bring my sleeping bag and my baby bag. I might
Yeah,
end
just
up
crash
right
there.
on
Man.
that
Just crash there.
Light up the head. Light up the
You're
head.
good.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Right, people.
Yes,
So
people.
this is like the first episode. Let us know what you think. Leave it in the comments below, and just help us build this podcast and make it successful. Jay, you have anything to say to the people before we go?
If you're leaving any comments, just probably if you want to hear any specific topics being discussed, certain things I can't speak about because of my job, but leave some comments. We would like to hear the feedback. But yeah,
And then Mac, anything?
If you want to see me drink rum, send me a topic.